Hello, everyone. I thought I'd take this opportunity to make a little appendix to my earlier video on the California Human Rights Initiative. I made it deliberately simpler than any of the other initiatives that it follows. A lot simpler, a lot easier to understand. Uh, the strategic thinking behind it is as follows. Article 1 or Article 3, Section 1 of the California Constitution has two clauses. The first clause that binds California to the United States, we do propose to delete. Okay, of course we do. We're the California Independence Movement. Now you look at the U.S. Constitution, and it is silent on secession. It really doesn't talk about it. That's subsequent rulings, Supreme Court rulings. But the Constitution itself has never discussed secession. Had it outlawed secession the way the California Constitution presently does, it would never have passed the Constitutional Convention. They would not have given up that option. California had an anti-secession clause imposed on it from the outside, from the invaders. So yes, we do propose to delete the first clause. The second clause is what's really of interest because it binds California to the federal Constitution. We propose to replace that with a article that binds us instead to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the basic charter of human rights of the United Nations. Now, there are going to be those, here's the thing, there are going to be those who insist that such a binding is unconstitutional, which means that they are insisting that the Universal Declaration of Human Rights is unconstitutional, which they have from time to time. Okay. Well, the direct implication of that is that the U.S. Constitution violates the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Okay, the two go together. So if they want to insist that their Constitution violates we got no problems with that insistence. In fact, we're insisting it ourselves. They would agree with us. Do they really want to do that? Because that would basically give us what we need to accede to the Universal Declaration and take our place, California's rightful place as a nation amongst nations, with the world's fourth largest economy at present. So do they really want to do that? Given that the long dark cloud of fascism is galloping across the U.S. and in the red states, and now those who are leading that charge have friends in the U.S. Supreme Court majority, things are going to happen very, very quickly, particularly before the 2024 elections, which we think will be the watershed. So that's the basic thinking behind this, is that rather than a Declaration of Independence, article of secession, which would directly place us at loggerheads with the U.S., we draft article of accession in the second clause of Article 3, Section 1, that we accede to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and admit no charter that contradicts it. So it's a gauntlet that if picked up, we throw it down. And if the federalists pick it up, it's on them what happens next. Okay. So it's a declaration of accession, not secession. Okay. We throw the gauntlet of accession down. If they pick it up, then they're basically kicking us out. Okay, so that's the strategic thinking behind this particular human rights initiative, right? Delete the first clause that binds us more tightly to the U.S. than the U.S. insists on its states being bound. Oh, and by the way, as far as having a stronger human rights protection, we already have that guaranteed as our right by the Pruneyard decision. I've been to the Pruneyard Mall in San Jose. Nice little mall. But they didn't allow petition circulators until we insisted, as per the California Constitution ratified by the U.S. Supreme Court at that time, that we could offer stronger human rights protections than the U.S. does, which is what this does. Okay, the Universal Declaration offers much stronger human rights protections than the U.S. Bill of Rights. So I think we're on very solid ground. And the simplicity, the elegance of this solution, I think, will be most persuasive. Okay, it's not going to be page after page after page. It's going to address an existing clause of the California Constitution and rewrite it in terms of our acceding to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which we have the right to do, and we will insist on that. So, wish me luck launching this campaign, which I'm already starting to do. Viva Gran California Libre.